Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play action with Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Pierce to about the 35, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. The Texans had 2-12 in what has been a tough year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Second and 11. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Second and 13. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll look to ETN to start things out. A nice little juke. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
I'll give them credit. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd down and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Murray.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
And that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Etienne up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jags are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on second and 6, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go now.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And down to the 41.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Going for it with Pierce. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Lawrence. The 20. 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. He's back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that could finish things off for them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On second down, ETN once more.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Jacksonville, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's shit in space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching like, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he need a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. Not really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands that me, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the borders, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I